Wow, hallelujah for that. Hello. It's Kate Bolt, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I am live with Coffee and Cards. I'm here in the UK for Coffee and Cards. And I do apologise after many failed attempts at going live this morning. I've eventually managed to find out what the issue is. So YouTube have now put a new default setting. Well, it is on my device anyway, it's not in the camera, it's not on the phone's orientation or anything like that. It's a preference in the settings of whether you want to film vertically or horizontally, and in advanced settings the default is vertical, which is great if you're doing reels. It's great if you're doing all those shorts. Not so great if you want to film a live in landscape. And it took me a little while to try and work out what was going on. So if you've attempted to go live with me in the last 10 minutes, I do apologise. Right, I'm just going to get organised. Now I have got the camera really up high from the last time I was live. So let's have a look and see how this works. Is very high. I think I'm probably going to come down a bit because I can't see very much. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. It looks like it's going to be one of those days, people. There we go. But you know, we roll with these things, don't we? We roll with it. That's how it works. Right, so if you've got any notifications say that I was live and there's only 30 seconds of it, well, now I'm back live properly. Let's have a look. I'm just going to see if I am live in the right place. Let's have a looky look. Goodness me. What a to-do. What a to-do. Here we go. Looks like I am live. Make sure I'm there. That's it. Lovely. So what fun I've got to share with you today. Lots of news, lots of fun. Right. Okay, so if you're joining me live, hello, welcome. Do say hello. Tell me where you're watching from. I'm just going to anchor my tripod down a little bit more so that we don't end up unstable. There we go. Welcome, good morning. It's Tuesday and it's time for Coffee and Cards, and I'm really excited to be here, to be honest. Yeah, I am in the middle of a flurry of prep. I have a team event going on for my Stampin' Up! Team of ladies this weekend that I'm throwing for them. All weekend we're going to craft together, and I've been making loads of lovely projects and I'm just prepping it all. So my craft table is just bedlam. But we are going to craft in the middle of it. So if you're joining me, just go for it and have some fun. Do say hello, though. I hope this day finds you well. Right, I thought I'd have a bit of fun today with the Beary Cute bundle. It's gorgeous. It's got these bears. It has got a punch somewhere in the mess. I just put it here. So it cuts the bear out. It also goes along with the paper. It has paper. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? There's loads of paper with beautiful designs, and that is called Beary Christmas. And we're going to be using some of that as well to make a fun fold card. So I'm just going to make one card with you today. It is a fun fold, so we've got lots of bits and pieces for it, but it's not a difficult one. Right, I'm going to move all the bits I've cut out and I'll tell you what they are, but I'm going to show you first how to make the basis of your card, your card base. Okay, so what I need to do, I've scribbled my instructions down so I don't forget. I need a piece of basic white cardstock, and I've gone for the thick version because it makes my card nice and rigid for my base. So I always like to use when I have a white card base. And I'm doing it in inches today. I've got all my stamps there. Right, so I need the card to be 5.5 by 8. So I'm going to cut it at 5.5 on my trimmer there to start with. And it's going to be by 8. Do say hello. I know I've got a couple of people watching. I feel a bit like Billy No Mate, so just say hi. It'd be lovely to know you're there. 5.5 by 8. Okay, so that's my piece of cardstock that we're working with, and then we're going to do a bit of scoring. And there are a few measurements to know. If you have a pencil, you could write them down, or you could rewind back at the end. And I will try and put them in the description bar as well, so that you can recreate it. Right, let's have a look. So to start with, we are going to score on with the long side at the top, and I'm going to score from the end. Where's my measurements? Oh, this is easy. I'm going to score at 2 inches and 6 inches. So make sure my cutting blade's not there. I don't want to cut, I want to score 2 inches and just up to 6 inches. Okay, so I've got 2 score lines here. So if I bend those, you can see them a little bit more. All right, so I've got those. And now I'm going to do some cutting. I'm going to put it into my trimmer and I'm going to cut in between these 2 lines. I've got to make sure I do this right. I can't remember. I only just made this card as well. So I want the 2 lines at the top. 4 1/4, that's right. So I want to put the edge of my cardstock to 4 1/4, and where this score line is and this score line is, I want to place my blade in between and score only between those 2 score lines. Okay, so I've got it, make sure you score right down to the score line, because it'll need to fold, right? And I'm going to do it all the way around. And I'm going to do it again at 4 1/4. And exactly the same. So you've got the same on both sides. So you've got this piece like this. Does that look good? Okay. So the next thing is I am going to score at 4 inches on this bit here and not this bit. So if we line it up to 4 inches and we move the cutting blade, we're going to score just that top panel here. And I'm doing it all the way around and do it on the bottom as well. This is fun, this. I did try and convert it to metric and I got nowhere fast. I'm sure it's not that difficult, but I was having a bit of a brain moment, so I thought it was just as easy to come in with the measurements I already knew. Okay, so there's that. And then I want to do some scoring on this middle panel here. So I'm going to pop it back into the trimmer, line it up to 3, and just in the middle panel, I'm going to score it at 3, bring it over to 5. Actually, I probably won't write the description, because if I tell you to score at 3 and 5, that's very confusing if you haven't watched the video and you don't realise it's just the middle piece. So do grab a pencil, rewind, pause, fast forward, and you can see exactly the measurements for this card. And that is all of that kind of cutting and scoring done. Bit of fun. Okay, so right, I've just got to remember what I'm doing with it now. So that bit goes up like that. Excuse me, and that bit goes up like that. Oh yeah. And that bit should actually come out the front. Yeah. So if you see, when it's closed, it's still a C6 card and it still fits in a nice C6 envelope, but it will sit up like that. Great. Okay, so I've already cut my designer series paper from this lovely Beary Cute paper, which I will show you. I'll show you. Now, it's not all just cutesy bears. So if you love the bears, fabulous. If you're not so keen on the bears, do not fret, because it's stunning on both sides. How gorgeous is that? And look at that. This one's pretty as well. Let's take them out. Oh, I've got some of them anyway. So you've got this one, and then on this side you've got the polar bears and the starry sky up here. But you've got this gorgeous snowflake design. Yeah, so it's like really versatile Christmas paper, which reminds me of Christmas sweaters. But then you've got all the like reindeer and the moose and the wolves and the deer and the trees on that side. This one's really pretty. I love this. They look like they're in a snowstorm and they're bringing home the gifts. And then we've got the trees on the other side. This one is snowflakes, and it has these paw prints and gifts. And this one is this green one. Love that. And then we have got gifts. I think we're at the end. So there are 12 sheets of 12 by 12 papers. Double-sided. Oops. They're all sliding about now. Great. Stay there. Okay, so I've cut my pieces of paper to fit. Oh, I don't think I cut. Oh, yeah, I did. I cut it to fit. So I'll show you what I've got and I'll tell you what I have in terms of measurements. So I have got 2 pieces that fit here and here. I've got 2 pieces that fit here and here. And then I've got all these lovely long pieces. So I just picked out the kind of design that I like and just went with it. And I'll tell you the measurements. I've cut all mine ready because it would have taken a long time to cut those on camera. Well, not that long, but you might have got bored while I was chopping it up. So I will tell you, I have got 2 pieces that measure 2 7/8 by 1 7/8, which are these 2. I then have 2 pieces that measure 2 7/8 by 7/8 of an inch, which are these 2. I then have 8 pieces that measure 1 7/8 of an inch by 1 1/8 of an inch. So that's those 8 pieces. And I've then got a piece of balmy blue cardstock, and I use balmy blue because it fits in with the papers, and it's 1 7/8 by 2 7/8. So that's all the bits and pieces that I need, and I think I'm going to start gluing those down. Nobody's speaking to me today. I feel very lonely. It's very weird. I've been pre-recording my Friday videos, and that's also odd because I'm used to chatting with you guys. It's a gorgeous day. I honestly don't know what happened with my glue's just bunged up whilst I've been crafting, you know. I honestly don't know what happened with the YouTube settings. I don't know if that's a new thing. I've never had it before. As I say, I go live every week. First of all, I thought I had the orientation lock on my phone, but no, it wasn't that. This glue does not want to flow, and I was just using it to. Let's see if I've got a brand new one. Yeah, my glue drawer. I have a glue bag, I have a glue drawer. Can't have too much adhesive. I love this green glue. I have a tip for you too. Probably think that's hilarious. If you get any of this green glue on your scissors or your trimmer, just use some little alcohol wipes. You know, like the kind you get, you can buy them from chemists. Kind of get that if you have an injection they put on your skin to clean your skin before you have it. The tiny little like stirret things, and they clean it off like magic. I'm sure you all know that. I did not know that. That was a tip that was new to me. And oh my goodness, my trimmer looks like new. Because I'm great at getting the glue all over the shop. I think I'm going to do the little pieces first because they've got their own little place to go in, and I can line everything up around it. So it makes it easier. Got one. This is a fun card. You could make this card with any kind of papers for any kind of occasion. Just a bit of fun. But this Beary Cute is so lovely. I couldn't resist playing with it. And Beary Christmas Papers, I mean. And the great thing about it is it kind of coordinates with so many things. So the Bear Punch coordinates with the Walk in the Forest papers. So Walk in the Forest papers are the product give back, philanthropic give back from Stampin' Up this year. So £2.50 from every pack of those papers goes to a charity, and depending on what market you're in, depends on the charity. Here in the UK, it's the Salvation Army, which I'm really pleased about. So that's nice. And that all the bears on the designer series paper, some of the bears, you can punch out using the punch, this bear punch. So it goes with this suite really well. And then it coordinates with the Merriest Trees bundle. The Walk in the Forest paper does, because the dies and things from that cut out the trees in that paper. So I love how all this coordination's going on this Christmas. It means that I can get so much more value out of what I'm using. Right, we are nearly there with the small pieces going on. Do say hello if you're watching me live. I think that I've got at least one of the attempts to go live is still on my channel. I will go back in and delete it. Otherwise it gets a little bit confusing what everyone's trying to watch. See, this would be so cute with the paw prints. But I've stuck this side down now, so we're going with the snowflakes. But that would have been sweet. This is a bit of fun, this one. Makes that Christmas card that you send just a little bit more interesting. Oh my goodness, having a discussion about sending cards. Now this might be a little bit controversial. So I was thinking about this the other day. So many people put that the cost of postage is prohibitive for sending cards. Hello, Jean. Thank you for joining me from Southern Indiana. How lovely. Thank you for joining me. I am just going back into my laptop so I can see comments a little bit easier. Oh, thank you for joining me and for saying hello. Yes, a bit of a controversial subject with me about postage and sending cards. I think the art of card sending seems to be dying out or getting less and less and less. And I find that really, really sad because there's nothing like getting some hand-stamped mail or even just a card that someone's written in through the post. And people are kind of complaining about the price of postage in the UK. And it is expensive. There is no two ways about it. It's expensive. Everything's expensive with the cost of living and everything. However, I was looking at this and I went onto our grocery shopping, a local grocery shopping website. Well, it was a Sainsbury's shop, which is a supermarket here in the UK. And the price of a Twix, which is a chocolate bar, is 80 pence. Okay, 80p for a chocolate bar. The price of a second class stamp is 75 pence. And it's not going up this year. First class did, second class is staying the same. So, you know what? It's not bad. A cup of coffee costs about £3.50. So come on. You know? And I know that there's a lot of, at Christmas you send a lot of cards, more than you normally would. But if you're just going to at least send them to your nearest and dearest loved ones, you could definitely do that. If you're choosing over a chocolate bar or a coffee or a treat or a stamp, I would send somebody a card. But that's just me. That's just me. I know it's hard for different people, and I might be very fortunate, but that's my thoughts. I love getting Christmas cards. Okay, so I have taken the Beary Cute stamp set, and I've taken the 2 little snowflakes, and onto the balmy blue piece of card, I've stamped them in balmy blue, so tone on tone, which is really cute. This one is going to go in the middle here like that. I'm going to glue that down. So I am hoping to send lots of Christmas cards this year. That's my aim. And to try and get them done early. I say that every year, but I'm going to definitely try this time. Let's see if I can. It's a beautiful day here in the UK. Well, where we are, it's gorgeous in Buckinghamshire. It's colder. You can tell it's autumn all of a sudden, and the leaves are all falling. But it was only about 11 degrees when I went out the walk with the dog earlier. But the sun was shining. It's a stunning day. Okay, so I've got the basis of my fun fold card. How cute is that? So it folds flat and it stands up. So good, isn't it? So I thought I would grab out a piece of scrappy Night of Navy, because that's one of the colours in the paper. Cardstock, and the 2 3/8 inch, can't speak, circle punch. Now this is something I made, so it's a scrappy piece. It didn't work out, so I'm using all my scraps. I'm going to cut a circle out with that. I love that we have some circle punches back in. So I've got a circle, and then I wanted a smaller one, so I picked out from the dies. I mean, you could just use a smaller circle punch if you have one, but out the stylish shape dies, these are great because there's so many shapes, lots of circles, lots of banners, lots of squares. I have picked out the circle that is just slightly smaller than that one. And I am going to die cut it on a piece of scrap basic white card using my die cutting machine. So I really like these because these dies are stitched. So they kind of give this faux stitched impression. Oh. Here we go. There we go. There, so now that's going to layer on there, but I want to do some stamping. So if I put this out of the way, I have chosen Warm Wishes. I could put Merry Christmas on there. Christmas is better together, but I'm putting Warm Wishes. Here we go. And I've picked out the Night of Navy. So we have a lot of news out of Stampin' Up this week. So much news. Super exciting. We have 2 new kits in our kit collection that have gone live, which is amazing. Also, we have a whole big load of, what do we call them? Online exclusive products are going live for customers next month. But from today, Stampin' Up demonstrators can pre-order them. So we get all these lovely new goodies in advance, get them early. But the best thing about what's coming out of Stampin' Up this month is the joining offer. You may see this everywhere because it's pretty impressive. We have got a joining offer, and it is to celebrate Stampin' Up's 35th anniversary. 35 years of Stampin' Up. How cool is that? So they are doing an offer this month from the 3rd to the 31st, so it starts today, of October 23. You can get, now a normal starter kit is £99. So you can get there's two options. You can either get 35% off, so you can get it for £64.35, and you get £130 worth of product for £64.35, because it's normally £130 worth of any product you choose for £99. So it's for £64.35. Or you can go the other way and you can add on the 35%. So for £99, you get £175 worth of product. How good is that? So, and your starter kit is anything you choose that's current, either online exclusive or in the catalogue or pre-order. So you get those pre-order items if you joined. It starts today. So I'm really excited about that because I have a lovely team. And I'm hoping to add some members to my team. So if you're in Europe, you're in the UK, and you'd like to join me, get in contact. Or you can just click the join button that's in the description bar in the video, because you can just take advantage of the discount. You don't have to demonstrate. You don't have to sell. You can if you like. And you can get more discount and do more things. But if you just want to be hobbyist, if you just want to do it for your own discount, you can do that too. No pressure. It's all good. So that's the offer this month, and it's pretty impressive. And I'm very excited. I have a team event this weekend, so I do that fairly regularly too. So there's loads of things for you to join along with. Right, I'm cleaning my bears. So the 3 bears out of this stamp set, I've just stamped on a piece of white, and I've stamped them in pecan pie, and I'm going to use all the bears on my card. So, the bears in the designer series paper, you can punch them out. Let's have a look so I can find one. Which sheet are they on? I think they're on this sheet that I've been cutting up some of that, but yeah, so you can cut this bear out of the designer series paper, and also the bears that are in the Walk in the Forest paper with the punch, which is this one, and you can cut him out with a stamp as well. So let's cut him out. Okay, who gets reminded of Fox's Glacier Mints when they see this bear? I just did. If you live in the UK, you might know what I'm talking about. So we have these sweets called Fox's Glacier Mints. You can also get Fox's Fruits as well. But the advert for years had this polar bear on it, and it looked exactly like him, because they're little see-through boiled mint sweets. Right, so I'm going to cut these out with my scissors, my little snips, and they are not hard to cut out because it's just a straightforward shape. And we're going to pop them on. So I would recommend you write on the back of this card your hello, greeting, your merry, your to great Auntie Jean or whoever it is, you write it on the back. Do you like cutting out? I'd love to know. Right, tell me in the comments who likes cutting out. I love it. I know a lot of people don't. I do like it. I don't particularly like the term fussy cutting because I tend to cut basic shapes if I can, but it doesn't really matter what we call it. But punches and dies do make it easier, obviously. Nearly there. Ooh, a bit close there. Not too bad. So everyone's very quiet today. I don't seem to have the usual people on with me. I wonder if it's because I had so many false starts at getting started. with this weird setting on YouTube. But if you are watching me, I'm so glad you're here. So you are welcome. If you're watching me live or on the replay, there we go. There we are. Let's move the bears. So I've got warm wishes. And I decided where I stamped that in the blue right at the top because I was leaving room for my little bear there. And I think he's really sweet, isn't he? I'm going to use some foam dimensional to pop him up with. I don't know if I can fit 2 on there. I'll try. Oh, we had such an amazing weekend this weekend. We went to stay with some family, friends, but kind of family, near the seaside, and it was so lovely. And they spoiled us rotten. It was so nice, and the sun shone. It was like the middle of summer. It was just gorgeous. And then on Saturday, I went into London with my daughter, and she treated me for my birthday to see Hamilton. It was incredible. I'd never seen it, and it was absolutely brilliant. I love it. I'm getting obsessed by it. I started watching the actual film version of the stage musical yesterday. Sherry, welcome. She says she got in late, but she's glad to see it as she's got the set that hasn't used it yet. Oh yeah, I hope you enjoy this. Yeah, I'm going to be using it a lot, I think, for my cards. So hopefully I can give you some inspiration along the way, Sherry. It's a nice one. Yeah, Hamilton was amazing. I'm kind of obsessed. You know when you see a show or you watch a film that's a musical and you get the songs in your head and they won't come out and you're just buzzing all the time? That's how I feel at the moment. So I'm just deciding where to put my bears, and I think if I make it flat, I'm going to put one bear here. I'm just going to put a bit of glue on the back of him. Make sure he's not over the fold. I'd rather he stuck out a little bit than he was on that fold, because we need to be able to fold it. And this one, she sits really nicely there. I think this is the mum and the dad and the baby bear, but you know, I don't know if it's a bear family, but it's all good. So I've got my bears. And now I need to stick this one on. Just going to put it down the middle. Like that. Warm wishes. Make sure that it's not stuck at the end. I haven't got glue overlapping. Just make sure you put your glue just in the middle. Okay, so let's have a look. So make sure you write on the back panels who this card is to. Merry Christmas. And I'm going to just add a couple of embellishments to it, and I think we should be done. Let's have a look. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so let's have a look at this Beary Christmas in the catalogue. If you're watching and you're in the UK or Germany or France, or anywhere that we cover our markets, I can send you a catalogue if you don't have one. Do let me know. Look at all the lovely inspiration. Christmas is better together. There's a cookie box. And so this gorgeous suite or bundle, there's a whole suite actually. You can order the suite as a whole thing here with one order number. It has all those gorgeous papers. It has the stamp and the punch. It's got the snowfall embossing folder. That's beautiful. I've been using that. It's got memories and more cards and memories and more cards and envelopes to make cards with or scrapbooking. It's got this beautiful balmy blue ribbon, and then these are called adhesive back glitter sequins. I am going to be popping some of those on here. I thought I'd use some of these. How weird. I swear I've used some of these. How come this is a full one? Well, I never. That's odd. Okay, so I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool. Shall I use the small ones? Shall I use the silvery ones or the blue? I wonder what will show out the most. Ooh. I think the blue. So they come in like this white or silver, granny apple green or balmy blue. And so I'm going to go for the balmy blue because I think they're going to show out the best. Let's put one there. One at the top. You could put lots on this card. There are a lot of places to put them. And one there. I might put twos. Kind of lends itself, doesn't it? Oh, I like that. Oh, thank you, Jean. That's very kind of you. Put one there. I'm very pleased with this bundle. It's really sweet. So, warm wishes. I really like it. So I did make a prototype. I never finished it. It's exactly the same. We can just pop it together, if you know what I mean. And the great thing about doing, what do you call it? When I'm doing YouTube live streams or doing tutorials, making designs, I'm now slowly building my lovely stash of Christmas cards to send out. There is a perk. There are many perks, but that's a good perk. Hopefully by December I'll have a nice little stash. Oh yeah, I stuck this one up, didn't I? So fun. Warm wishes, and I think I would put Merry Christmas on the back because there's a lovely Merry Christmas stamp in this set. Go. So I just made one ready for the live. Didn't finish putting it together, but I just made one, and then when I just recreated with you, I did it exactly the same, but you could just use any of the papers. They're really pretty. I'd like to see what it looked like in the greens. That'd be quite nice. Yeah, and then we could add some of that granny apple green ones if I'd made a green card. But let's do this. Okay, so a few more of these nice ones. I think just pop them on. Oh, I don't think oh yeah, no, it does have the sticky on it. One of them I left this. Oh no, it's just whether it's attached to the card backing. There we go. You can never have too much sparkle, can you, on a Christmas card? Well, maybe you can, but it's quite hard. There we go. So there's our cards that we've made today. Both exactly the same. And very sweet. Let's have a look at that. So yeah, you could definitely put your Merry Christmas on here. Along here, you could put it on here, anywhere on the back, and then you can write who it's to if you want to. And there we go. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's given you some inspiration with the Beary Cute papers and stamps. I really, really, really like these this week. Thank you for joining me live. Oh, my screen is frozen. That's strange. Looks like there's, oh, that's better. Looks like there's lots of technical hiccups today. Thank you for joining me live. I'm really pleased that you've joined me. If you've joined me on replay, do say hello and say hello from Tomorrowland. Tell me if you like the bears. I would really like to know what you think. And if you would have a go at one of these fun fold cards, and you see it's going to go in the envelope just like that. So easy. And then it's going to stand up on somebody's side like that. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you're interested in the October joining offer, do get in touch. There's no obligation. If you want to chat and see if it's right for you, do let me know. I'd like to answer any questions you've got. I'd like you to join my lovely team. They're such a lovely bunch. So if you like any of the products that I've used, they are available in my Stampin' Up shop, and that's katebolt.stampinup.net, or you can find it over on my website, which is inkstampshare.ink. It's all in the description box down below. I'll be back with a pre-recorded video on Friday morning at 11 o'clock. So do have a look and see what I'm making. And I hopefully see you again or see you next week. Thank you for joining me. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.